with the Minnesota Vikings. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
The man back in purple in 2019, Dan Bailey, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
On first down, Brees. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal in the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league. With Mark Ingram now in Baltimore, it's his show. And through his first 2 years, almost equal yardage, rushing and receiving. Expect his rushing numbers to take a big leap in 2019.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brees now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Check 55, Mike. Exit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brees. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because Anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Oh, nice move. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down. It's Cook, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 4th down. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Breeze.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
You kill. 55. Hey, wahoo. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Left side caught by Diggs.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins again. Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten up, tighten up.
A final shot before half for Breeze. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it back.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. How about about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Check, check, check.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So Cousins and the Vikings down 10-7. Less than 90 seconds to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's back to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Bree's going to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.